It is early morning. Yeah, I was awake. What can I say? And rather than lay around for a while trying to go to sleep, I was like, well, I can just program. I could just program and I could go back to sleep later and so forth. All right. Don't simp. I mean, I don't I don't know. I don't know. Okay, what's in our example keymap going to have? It's going to have we're going to have some commands. We're going to have and we want to use some modifiers. We want to use shift something. I don't know. We want to use space something. do gamepad. We'll just make these the same. Whatever. Just to show that there's gamepad stuff. Okay. Put modifiers. Put modifiers in front of a key. The modifiers are S, Shift, C, Control, A, Alt. You can put these in any order. Line starting with whatever in keymap files or comments. The general format is key command bound to key. Command bound to key is some procedure inside your program that you want to happen when a key is pressed. So there can actually be two different frickin' ones. All right. For a list of all strings that can be in the key slot, for now you will have to read the source. Look for that key string in okay. Yeah, I know the face cam is off. Guys, I have to tell you, I was laying in bed this morning, waking up, and I was thinking about all the things, because we were working on this UI editor, which I'm still going to be working on today. And I was fucking thinking about all this, what I would do, and it's basically, I need to put the entire Sokoban editor into the UI editor, and it's going to be a fuckload of work. And I got discouraged because I was like, oh my God, I have so much to do. I have so much to do It's crazy. It's very hard to even hire people to help with it. It's never going to get done, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I'm just going to wake up and do some of it. So this is what I'm doing. I woke up and I'm doing some of it. Now, because it's a UI program and it's going to have commands that you invoke probably by pressing keys. We want to start off on the right foot and make it remappable. I said, okay, this is an opportunity to like export the keymap stuff out of the Sokoban code so that everybody can use it, right? So that's what we're doing. Everybody can use this now, well, when we export the next beta. And so I'm just making this keymap example. And then I'm just going to check that example in. I'm going to make Sokoban use that module so that we just don't hose a bunch of code. And then we'll go from there. We'll see what else. I'm already starting to get tired because I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, so we might take a break. But holy crap, dude, there's so much programming to do. You had the key characters identified in the file itself. The problem is, we could think about doing that at some point. The problem is you want this to work across operating systems. So like maybe you could say for each operating system, here's what this identifier means, but we still want to give people a good set of them that works everywhere. Okay. Most of the keymap files, most of the keymap routines we have used so far just perform an action when a key is pressed. You can also perform an action when a key is held down. In the code, the way this works is there are two different kinds of procedures that you can bind into the keymap. One is a key press proc, which just gets called on key press. The other is a key toggle proc, which gets called on key press and release. You know, we'll leave it. I was going to say if I didn't do any text in here, I wouldn't have to load a font, and that might be better. Anyway, we'll think about that. So the other is key toggle process, which gets called on key press and release. Key toggle proc is not a very good name. Let's call it key hold proc. Okay. Why is it so hard to hire? I mean, it's just, I don't know. It just is. It's just really hard. It's just really hard. Okay. So instead of toggle proc, that's going to be hold proc. Let's not forget to put this in the tests. And okay. Now, got a key press proc. We've got a key hold proc. Okay. Okay. Well. I mean, we could make this example use hotloader to reload the key map as well. Let's just get it going, though. I'm already tired and want to go back to bed. Oh my gosh. All right, so let me make some Bengal spice. That'll be warm. So we start simp. We do some stuff. Okay. We're going to load the key map. From the path. No. Okay. Okay, get path of running executable. Keymap file name is tprint whatever. path and like that. I hope that has a slash. I never know. I'm trying to standardize on every path having a slash. Maybe that's the wrong thing. Maybe every path should not have a slash. Maybe it's stupid to make everything have a slash. Okay. Oh my God. We're not using the text file handler error stuff because this was written before that. So we can clean that up as well. Okay. Um, mm, yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, that's really not a lot there. Let's just do this. Okay, so we do use it here. This is the function I was saying that we really should use. Okay, we actually don't need the dot content flag here because this does it already. So that's great. So I'm going to do this success. So this keymap, or this, the handler reports the file in line for us, right? Okay. So great, 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 great. Let's just try getting this to compile. Which it won't yet. I gotta get that Bengal spice going. All right. Oh, text file handler, not even imported. Okay. Event. Oh no. Okay. This is a thing where I need to think about. I need to think about. Do I want to use this input module? And I guess I'm going to. For now. And we can think about whether to break it apart later. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Okay, this is where we run into questions. Like, there's a gamepad module. Why, I don't fucking know. Because someone decided to do that. This is just the code from the witness, which is pulled out of the code from Braid. Like, what the fuck is all this? It's just a gamepad. Why do we have all this shit? Like, what is even going on here? This is when you know you failed as an operating system. We probably shouldn't do, like, okay, the fact that, like, you need, like, SDL or something to read a gamepad on Linux is absurd. I don't know if that's still true, but, like, oh my God, look at all that. But also, this just makes me like gamepads should be simple. Yeah. Okay. We're not going to freak out. We're not going to freak out. No, no, no. No, we're not going to freak out. Okay. We'll just go ahead and import it. Who cares? Whatever. Okay, Unicode result. Do we really need to do that? I guess we should. Okay. So the keymap. It's just the more you depend on things, the more sad you get. That is the rule of life. Okay, we compiled. All right. Yeah, we can't load a font yet. And that was the thing. I was like, maybe I shouldn't draw text. But for now, we're even going to draw text. We could simplify it later if we want. So we're just going to do this. We're going to have 1 trillion copies of this font. All right. Okay, it says simp because we copied it from the simp example. Oh. Okay, so we got the full path of our running executable. And then we didn't chop the executable name off. So GG's. Okay. This is the one that we want. Okay. Whoops. There we go. We loaded our keymap file. Now, we want to actually have things to bind keys to. Okay, let me warm up some tea. Okay. So Okay. What did we promise to do in our key map? Background color, vector 3. All right. Here are procedures to do various simple things that you can call from the keymap file. Okay. Background color 1, background color 2, background color 3. Okay. Okay. So at startup, we call this change to the keymap file. We know which issues can be found. It needs both the bind. Okay, hold on. Let's say. Look how easy it is just to write some documentation for people who want to use your thing. It's not hard. And they appreciate it, and it saves them millions of hours. And then you're not Harfbuzz. So that's good. All right, so do we really? Yeah, okay. So I guess the reason I did this way was because I maybe wanted to have multiple sets of procedures that you could swap in or out. But We're not going to do that. I say add proc. I'm going to put this in here. See, I just get to review all my decisions in light of just going to do that. Going to shorten that up. So nice. Okay. Okay. We call add proc once for each procedure we want to register. Add proc wants both a string name and the procedure to call. Whoops. I wanted to put this comment down here. Two, three. Okay, so these are some keymap procedures. Yes, we have changed. Okay. Okay, so we are theoretically setting background colors. Oh, wait. Keymap proc, oh, because we're not calling register keymap procedures. Okay. So now we have to use these background colors. So GL clear, clear. We're going to do this. It's not changing the background. Oh, because we're not updating the keymap when events come in. So we need to tell the keymap about events. Keymap handle event. Oh my God. Okay, this is really great. It's a little bright. So still a little bright, honestly. Yeah, okay, better. 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 Okay. Great. Great. So much simping. All right, so instead of saying simp, we're going to do string to print, and we want print hello sailor while let's call this actually grow square while held. All right. Print frobas, print capital frobas, etc. Okay. So print frobas is just going to say string to print we're just going to set just a different different stupid ass strings. Okay, so F. Oh, I didn't register these, of course. Let's do add you could use a macro to make this more terse. Okay, add name string expand, and we're gonna insert to string what do we do here? Add proc k the name, and then the name. Semicolon, new line, name, 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 name. Frobas, capital Frobas. Wait, shift. Okay. Control F doesn't seem to be doing anything. Did I mess that up? Shift F, Shift Control F, and Shift Control Alt F. Why does Shift Control Alt F not work? Why does that not work? I didn't want a derail today, but that's weird. Let's make sure. So what if it's just Control F? Maybe my keyboard doesn't frickin' work. Oh, we don't hot load this right now, so we've got to. Okay, Control F. So Shift Control Alt F doesn't work for some reason. Alt works. Okay. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Okay. See, I keep wanting to fractally rat hole out. So this add function that I'm looking at, this add macro, I kind of want to just pass identifiers to it. Like, instead of doing it this way, I want to just do this. Because that is one way to do it. I want to do this. I want to say add proc k string. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's just keep this whole one in anti-freeze here, or in freeze zone. Add name code expand, and we're just going to say add proc k run get identifier name, right? And oh god, that's so gross. But like we also had a run here. So what do you want? Get identifier name, and name, right? Okay, so get identifier name. And then we'll say down here, as a third option, you could tag your command procedures with notes and have a meta program collect them and automatically generate the registration code. Okay. So I want to do this. So get identifier name. We're just going to put it down here because it's just a helper. Identifier name. This is just to help with the ad above. Okay. So code nodes compiler. Compiler get nodes on name. Oh yeah, it's a preload. Code node. Ident. Okay, let's do this. Not an identify is a very make location. Okay. This is just a helper procedure. You would, in a bigger program, you would have this laying around, probably, right? Undeclared identifier grow square while held. That's because we didn't declare it yet. Let's say pressed. Okay. What did we just do? This is how tired I am. I woke up at 5. What did we just do? Oh yeah, we registered these things with our macro and it all fucking worked. How great is that? I mean, we brought out some big guns to do something that's actually easy to do in C, but holy shit, dude, the system works. You know what I'm saying? All right, so Frobaz We still don't know why. Still don't know why this doesn't work. Maybe I don't parse 3 modifiers or something stupid. Wait, you had to pass all these callbacks without quotes because you add them in. What do you mean? No, I wanted to pass them without quotes. That was why I did this version of this thing. That was the whole point. The whole point was I wanted to be a macro Chad right here. In the previous version of the macro. Okay, so in the previous version, I had to use a string because when you use an identifier like this, it just evaluates the identifier and gives you a procedure. That doesn't, you don't know the name of it when you do that, right? So in order to know the name of it, in order to use this as a string and a value, I had to do some macro Chad stuff. Now, you know, in C, there's just a hard-coded thing for this, right? In C, you have a stringify operator and whatever. But macros here don't operate in a preprocessor, right? They operate fully at syntax tree compile time. And so it just doesn't work the same way as it does in C, right? C stringify can go jump in a lake. I mean, it's pretty good for a simple thing that you just wanted to do in 1970, right? I mean, really. Like, look what I had to do. Look what I had to do to stringify. I had to run compile time execution and do some shit. Okay. Let's make grow square while held do something. Okay. Square size current is a float and square size desired is a float. You know what? We could, like, instead of moving it around, I don't know. Okay. 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 A rotating square controlled by the parameters that we adjust via the keymap. Okay, so this is going to be okay, so update square size. Actually, we could just do this. It's 1/10 of the window size. Okay, times square size current. This is going to start at 1, and then update square size. It's like updating Squarespace, the place where your website lives. Okay, we needed time. Let's just say for right now. Right. Okay, so if square growing, else whatever, right? So we're going to have it shrink faster. And then we're going to clamp square size current 1, 3. All right. And shrink faster than grow. All right. All right. Okay, great. So good. Okay, instead of moving the square, we'll go increase and decrease rotation speed and then stop and max rotation. Or, I don't know. Okay, let's fix the time. How do I? Let's do this. Gonna pass in the DT. Yeah. Let's put this down at the bottom because it's not really update square size with DT. Dang it. All right. So could actually make that go a little faster. Now that we have a real DT. Okay. You know, okay. We're just gonna We don't need a ton more to like illustrate the example of the key map, so okay. Whoops. Okay, so we're going to have rotate more left. Rotate more right. And seven number of rotations per second. Rotation speed max. Rotation speed current is going to be 0, and theta current is 0 in radians. Okay, so rotate more left is going to say rotation desired minus equals O.5. Actually, plus equals. We shouldn't say rotate left. That's some... Should be... Oh my God. Can't believe I almost said rotate left. I would surely get canceled for that. Okay. Okay, so just make sure that compiles. Rotate more, oops. Okay, so this is not rotating yet because we haven't done any of that. So let's go. All right. Okay. Rotation speed. Let's just do this. Okay, so this still won't rotate because we are changing the rotation speed variable in theory, but we are not using it. So do that. I mean, I'd almost just rather move the square around than do that. I mean, whatever. We'll put this as well. Update square rotation. Theta current plus equals rotation speed current. All right, so now rotation speed current. I don't know. Okay. D theta dt is how fast do we accelerate? Or not accelerate, how fast is our velocity if you consider rotation speed to be whatever. 1. So if rotation speed desired is less than current, else okay. Oh God, I got it backwards. Why did I get it backwards? I thought I did everything right. Left arrow. Oh, yeah. All right. For some reason, I just pasted these in the wrong place. I don't know even what's X and A on various gamepads. We don't care. We're just doing that to use the gamepad. We could use shoulder buttons, right? In the future, we may add a module parameter controlling whether we include gamepad stuff. Unclear. Okay. Okay, gamepad, left shoulder and right button, right shoulder. We could even test that. Anyway, arrow down. Stop rotation. All right, cool. So let's make that. Okay. I mean, it's a key map example. Yeah, the last thing I need to do is read chat and have people questioning why I'm doing what I'm doing. Watch the VOD. We should hit a max speed. I don't feel like I'm hitting a max speed here. Maybe that is it. It's not changing anymore. I feel like that's too... I feel like it's wrong. It's too high. Let's just say, what if it's 1? Okay, that's about 1 per second. Let's make it like 3.5. Yeah. No, I don't. I wouldn't write 0 less than length. No, I would not write that. Do not put me on your side when I think that that's not the way. The thing is, one of these is the thing that's changing and one of these is the target value. Okay, that's why this is written the way it is. Okay. Yeah, no, there's... Yeah, 0 less than length is just confusing. I would not do that. Of course, if you think differently about things, then it might not be confusing for you. But it is for me. Because 0 doesn't change. You know what I'm saying? 0 doesn't change. Okay. Okay. The keymap file also has The keymap also has a way of registering arbitrary command strings in the keymap file that you can pass to whatever command processor you like. Set keymap.command string proc to and that procedure will be called with each command string when its key is pressed. Okay, so k.command string proc equals the command handler. For now, our command handler is dumb and just logs the command and also changes the displayed string. Okay, so text on the screen. So all right, so we're going to go the command handler, we're going to say free displayed command string. Let's just do this. Free comma S, and then so that we can free it, and then string to print equals displayed command string. Okay, that's our command handler. Let's go to the keymap example. You also can the keymap also can a command handler. You can also register a command handler with the keymap. It will call that handler you can use this to process arbitrary commands passed as strings, including spaces, etc. In the keymap file, you designate a command as starting with the colon, with a colon. Keymap doesn't interpret these commands in any way. It is up to you what they mean. Okay, so space is colon show me the money, and shift and enter is going to be colon I don't know, right? Okay, space, enter. Wait, is it return? Oh yeah, it's return, I guess. No? What is it? What? Do we not have it? Oh, it's all caps. That's weird, isn't it? Isn't that weird when all these other things? WTF. We'll do enter and return because my golly. All right, space, enter. What if you want Control AS? What is hard about that? Why are you pretending things are hard when they're not? Oh, you mean pressing two letter keys at the same time? Yeah, we don't do that. I mean, we could, but we don't. You can make your own modified version of keymap if you want that. Okay, that's pretty good. I don't know why the Shift Control Alt doesn't work. I kind of don't believe it's my keyboard. Because actually, we do a Shift Control Alt in the Sokoban game. We do it in Control Shift Alt order. Maybe that matters. It shouldn't. It could be something about, I don't know, like alt word. I don't know. Need to figure this out. Windows or something having a hook. Maybe. So it's Control-Shift-Alt-G in the game. I'm even going to put lowercase g. Yeah, oh God. Dude, Windows must have a binding for that. Right? It totally works, both capital and lowercase here. Shift Control Alt F works on your system. It does not work on my system, so I don't know what to say. Apparently, Windows version 1903 just throws away F for no reason. So here's another binding. One year, 11 months ago, guys. All right. Well, that's really fun. Oh, there's also Control-Alt-Shift-S. This does not have as much discussion. All right, well, that's great. Okay, that's a good enough example, right? Right? I feel like, okay, so we answered this question. So I could check this in. We need to run the tests to make sure it compiles. And then also, though, we have to make Sokoban use this. Let's make sure that was in there. Keymap. Boom. All right. So okay. Actually, we already were doing this. Oh, you know what? Here, we just do this. Great, it's 6:30 in the morning. A single person wrote the F hotkey one was fixed. Okay, it might just be that I haven't run a Windows update in a long time. I don't even know. Try JavaScript event test script. No, fuck. I'm not going to go down some rat hole of running key event testers. Like, just forget it. Like, the last thing you want to do is let Microsoft rob you of more of your valuable time. Like, you want to get work done. Oh, did I map return to the wrong thing? What? It's map to enter. Why do you want to map return to escape? Do you guys know what the return key is? Okay. You saw someone ask, but it went unanswered. Dude, if I answered every question in chat, I would go insane. If I even read every question in chat, I would go insane. Some dude just told me after I said I didn't want to waste time going on a website. All right, so we're getting close to being done here. Let me just run the tests again because I just changed some things, but I could I can then check in the compiler. I mean, I kind of want to make the keymap example nicer, but I'm tired. I should go back to bed soon because we've been streaming for 2 hours. If I can. But it's a good 2 hours because we got the keymap going. All right, so we're going to go here. Commit add modules keymap. That's the wrong thing. We're going to have to look in a second about what did I leave edited in Sokoban. Okay. Now, what is even going on here? Okay, that was a good. Oh yeah, okay. Okay. That is not to be checked in. Okay. Why are we still dumping something? Let's not check that in. Is that here? Oh yeah, right there. Let's not do that. Let's not do it. Don't do it. Much better. Let's make sure it runs. All right. So we are trying to get to the point where we can work on the UI builder. What we just did is export the keymapper, which is good because now I can use the keymapper in sample programs and in the slideshow program and in the UI layout thing and the beta, its value delivered to the beta users, right? So okay. So now in Sokoban, I want to get it to work without its local copy of keymap. So we delete this. And go import keymap. All right. And so now, right, our meta program is generating this, and we changed this function. So we've got to go into the meta program and keymap line. So we just get rid of this .procs basically. All right. Oh, and it's not add keymap proc, it's add proc now. Okay, great. Now, oh my God, it works. Okay, great. Great, 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 great. Okay. Okay, so that is now factored. Commit. use keymap module instead of local keymap file, and minor edits. Boom. Oh, no. No. Other people are working on the project. Someone fucking changed his back. Wait. What? All right. All right. Hold on. Let's just revert this. No. Okay, so what happened was, I always get confused by diffs. I don't know why diffs are so confusing. I had edited this on the laptop to do this other version of the function, or of this macro. And I had thought that I had already updated here to that, but I didn't. So here we go. Just make sure the shaders don't bomb. Anyway. So then the only thing I wanted to do here was make this multi-line so that if you step through it, like if you're in C, you might be in the habit of packing a macro onto one line, but because you can step through a macro in the debugger here, why did I just do that? I misclicked. Okay. Commit. Recent messages. Bam. Okay. So that is done. We have delivered, well, we haven't delivered value to the people, but we have prepped more value to be delivered to the people. I think I might take a break now because, again, I woke up at 4:30 and I don't just want to grind into tiredness. But when we come back later on, we're going to be back on the UI editing program, and we're going to start doing stuff. And now we have a keymap file that we could bind. Like I said at the start of the stream, though, this is... So what I was realizing when I woke up is I basically want the entire Sokoban editor. Like not all the stuff about actual gameplay entity code and stuff. There's a lot of complicated things there, but all the selection and undo and save load and just attribute editing, like all that stuff. And well, it's a lot of stuff. And so I guess I decided I'm going to at least crank through this today and maybe through the whole weekend, like I was saying, but like also I'm just sad because of all the work that I have to do and how little help there is. And I don't know. Maybe it'll be fine. People will appreciate being able to get this, right? Even in its preliminary state, even if it doesn't totally, like, isn't a usable application yet. Okay, there's different win conditions. So what I can definitely do prior to, before the weekend being over, is like actually export all the widgets that we use in the Sokoban game into this module, right? Maybe Maybe that's the low-hanging fruit. Um, because so you could use DRAM GUI. We already provide bindings for that. But if you wanted like native code that you could debug and step into and easily modify, DRAM GUI isn't going to do that for you. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I will get through it. Oh, I know I'll get through it. It's a question of how efficiently to lever or where exactly to point one's efforts, right? Like ideally, if I had someone working on making the modules better and stuff, right? I could just get this started and I could pass it off to that person, which would be great. I don't have that person right now. We have people helping on the compiler, but they're doing other things. So then it's like, well, can you hire more people on the compiler? And it's like, well, maybe, but it's hard to hire people. And we need to hire people on the games. We need to hire people on the games. So, but we may be we'll see. We're interviewing people on the games right now. So that'll be good too. There's just a lot. Why am I using strings instead of enums? Because these come out of a file full of text. How do you not see enums? They come out of, this is like, the goal of this is to get the string out of the file with text and turn it into an enum. That is literally what it is doing. That is the entire thing. It's having web development and instant disqualification. It is if that's mostly what you've done, yeah. Like having some on there is not poison as long as someone has done other things. Just become a big company. But like we get more done than big companies do. So I don't know. I don't know how to handle any of this. Or we get more done per capita than big companies do, right? Like big companies certainly get more done in aggregate. And so the question is, how do you win? How do you win that situation? Anyway, I'm glad. So I got up and we delivered value to the people in the morning instead of wasting time. So I guess I'm going to try going back to sleep for a little bit maybe. And then we'll do a stream later when... you know what? Let me make a little chamomile tea because that's supposed to help with sleep. Any more questions while I make my chamomile tea before going back to bed here? Questions? Okay, so the answer is no. There are no questions. Why do we stream? I don't know. Oh, look, I got a compiler bug report. That's very sad. I'm actually kind of hungry now, 2 in the morning. Is there a reason for storing the key map in a plain text file if there's going to be UI for remapping controls in the application? Well, why not? I mean, what if the UI sucks? What if people don't want to use it? Like, when you talk about storing things in binary or whatever, like, the question is, what are the advantages and disadvantages? The advantage is it could be much more efficient to load and stuff, but a keymap file is a small amount of data. It just doesn't matter that much. So, I don't know. That would be my decision-making process there. Oh, the C call error message isn't very clear. I see. Okay, yeah, we should probably. We could do that right now. Since I'm waiting for my chamomile's tea to steep. Okay, this was our repro. Are we done? Yeah, we're done with this repro. Okay. F. Let's call it F takes a float and returns a float. F of 7.0, right? So square return x times x, right? And then C square is going to be C call, and we're going to go proc square, and that'll work, right? That should work fine. Okay, and then proc C square. Okay, type mismatch. The procedure must be native, but the given procedure uses C calling convention. I mean, okay, so this part, I guess, is a little bit confusing, and we should say C call there. But this part should make it clear. I mean, that's kind of unambiguous. We'll fix this though. Oh no, we don't even have the compiler solution open. That's good news. Try it the other way too. Yeah, that's a good idea. And there we go. When the compiler prints procedure types in error messages, C call is now reported. Okay, right? Okay, now procedure must use the C calling convention, but the given procedure is native, blah, blah, blah. So there we go. That should help. We always want the new users to have the best experience. Very important. Very important to help wherever we can. Okay, I deleted a new line there. That's great. Boom. Boom, ba-boom, boom. He had like 4 lines of terminal. Oh, so like the top of the error message had scrolled off and he just like saw this and then there was no, yeah. I could see that being very confusing. Look at this. We already have value to give to the people here. Look at that value in beta 64. Look at that value. Value. I'd buy that for $1. That's the official name of this programming language when it's released, is I'd buy that for $1. Nobody will use it because the file name extension is so long. How will memory work? It will work the way memory works on your computer. I'd buy that for $1. Is there a possibility of someone making a kernel? I would say so. It doesn't do anything non-system languagey. Okay. I think it's time for me to try to sleep a little bit more, and then we'll come back later and I guess do editor stuff. So we're going to do like selecting and all that, select things, copy, paste, delete, right? And that's why I wanted to get the keymap file, was so we could put like copy, paste, delete, and all that stuff. Yes. When will the next stream be? I don't know. It's unpredictable. Not too long. Unpredictable. Let's see if there's somebody to raid on the twitch.tv. There couldn't possibly be anyone else streaming. Look, we're ducks. What we're trying to program here. We feel like we have a lot of viewers. 3,000 people are watching the ducks. But it says perks, so maybe they've got valuable reasons. Look at this. Guys, we need more people to stream programming, because look, programmers are getting owned here. We're getting owned by ducks and geese and barn owls and live earthquakes and puppy watch and chicken life, all right? The line must be drawn here. Way more people want to watch chicken life than programming, okay? Okay? Do you see what I'm saying? The line must be drawn here. Okay. What is this?
I made the Pokemon Go song.
Private final static. Okay, he just opened Spotify. He's not programming right now. Okay, well. Hack the box shield. Is that an NVIDIA shield? What is that? What are we doing here? eye strain due to not being able to read the text with the bitmap behind it, but that's okay. Let's build a complete game in 180 minutes. Yeah. It's not going to be a good game. Disaster engine. Not a very good microphone.
Which means the next thing I can do is I can make
I see a lot of JS there. That's not no wonder those rectangles are taking so long to draw in. Okay, this guy's back programming. Oh, this is like some Minecraft situation. Saw a UE5 feature video, and apparently they now use the exact system we wrote for the witness for versioning with one file per entity. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it works for us. I'm very happy with it. Like, I wonder on an Unreal Engine sized project that could be a lot of files. But, I mean, that's what works in source control. You know? Okay, this guy's at least in C++. But then what is this that he's doing? Online PHP functions. Why is he looking at... Oh, he wants to use scanf and he's finding the wrong documentation. All right. You guys can do... Okay, no, you can't do that. I don't know. I'm just trying to do a raid here. You see what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make a raid happen. Deck building RPG. Okay, we could do this. All right. Thanks, everyone. And I'll probably be back on a little bit later. See how it goes.